Good day guys, and welcome to this video. In today's video we are going to be discussing addition in different bases. If today is your first time if this is your first time coming across this video, I would urge you to stay and watch the video to the end, and I promise you won't regret it, because there's going to be one or two things you're going to learn from this video to add to your knowledge about bases. For some days now, or for some weeks now, we've been on a number-based operation, right? And for today, we are going to be discussing how to add numbers in different bases. But before that, let's take our attention back to something. If you are given something like this to add, 23 plus 45. We bring back the idea of addition. We said we arrange them, right? And then we start from the right. So 5 plus 3 is 8, and then 2 plus 4 is 6, and we got 68, right? Another example, if we have 39 plus 25, we arrange them properly, 39 and 25. And then 9 plus 5 is 14. We can't write the whole 14. We say we write 4, right? And we keep 1, right? And then we have 3 plus 2 is 5, plus the remainder we're carrying, that's about 6. And we have this as our answer. Now the idea, what is in play in this addition, is that these numbers that we are adding are in base 10. This number is in base 10. This number 2 is in base 10. So what it means is, when you add these two, when you sum up these numbers, the result you get is this. Among these digits, there must not be any number greater or equal to 10. Which means all the numbers you get here will be less than 10. We established this in the first and second video. What I'm saying is, if this number is 23 in base 10, it means among the digits that make up these numbers, in all the digits that make up these numbers, there must not be any number greater than 10 or that is equal to 10. All the numbers that make up these digits must be less than 10. That's why when we did 9 plus 5, it gave us 14. We were not able to write the whole 14 because 14 itself is bigger than 10. We had to write 4 and carry 1, right? That's the idea of bases. So in this video, we're going to be discussing how to add numbers in different bases that is not only, or that does not only include base 10, numbers in base 10. Let's have some examples. Look at the above example. We're asked to add the following in their corresponding bases. For the first question, we are asked to add 11011 in base 2 plus 1001 in base 2. Now you observe something, that for this number here to be in base 2, 2 as a digit must not appear in this range. So what is going to make up this number are numbers less than 2. And numbers less than 2, we have 0, 1. So that means it's only 0 and 1 that can make up this number. And in this number, we have 1001 in base 2, which means all the numbers that must make up this, all the digits that must make up this number here must be less than the digit 2, which means the numbers can be 0 and 1, which you can see here. And which means if we add these two numbers together, our answer as well must not be greater than 2. Same thing with the second example. You see that this number also is in base 2. This number also is in base 2. And if you look at the third example, we have to add 2341 in base 5. If you look at it properly, the question is correct. So since this number is in base 5, 5 as a digit must not appear in this range of numbers. So it means the number or the digits that must make up this particular number are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The number itself must not contain 5 or must not contain numbers bigger than 5. Same thing with this. Let's have the first question. For question 1, we are asked to add 11011, 11011, this number is in base 2, plus 1001, 1001, also in base 2. Now pay attention. Since both of them are in base 2, I will arrange the normal way we arrange numbers, right? I'm going to write this one first. 11011. This number is in base 2. Then plus, I have 1001. So 1001. This one also is in base 2 as well. Alright. So now we want to add these numbers. Please watch carefully. You add from your right. So 1 plus 1 is 2, right? But we said we cannot write 2 as a digit in this place because this is in base 2. So the numbers that must make up the answer here must be numbers less than digit 2, the digit 2 itself. So the numbers must look like this. So 1 plus 1 is 2, but we can't write 2. So what do? We minus the base from this number. So when you added 1 plus 1, we got this 2. So minus the base from this number, you have 0, right? Now you can write this 0 here. How many times did you have to subtract the base from 2? Please calm down, understand. First of all, when you add 1 plus 1 is 2, right? You can't write 2 here because it's bigger than the base. So we said we minus the base from the number itself, from 2. So I subtracted 2 from 2 to give me 0. But then the number of times I subtract, I'm going to take note of it. So I subtracted 2 once, right? Now 1 plus 0 is 1, plus this one is going to make it 2. And I can also write 2 here, right? 1 plus 0 is 1, plus this one I have here is 2. I can also write 2. I have to do the same thing I did. 2 minus 2 gives me 0. I can drop 0 here. And the number of times I subtract is 1. Are you getting what I'm saying? So 0 plus 0 is 0, plus this one gives me 1. I can write 1, it's not 2. I can write my 1. Then 1 plus 1 is 2 again. I can write 2. That 2 I got from adding this 2 minus this 2, this base from the number. So when you subtract 2 from here, you have 0. You can drop 0 here. And how many times did I have to subtract? I subtracted once, right? So 1 plus nothing is 1. So I add this one to this one to give me 2. But I can't write 2. I have 2 again minus 2. That gives me 0. I can drop 0. And how many times did I have to subtract 2 is 1. I can now drop this one I have here and drop it here. This is my answer in base 2. Calm down, you understand the concept. For question 2, you were given 1 1 1 1, that is 1 in 4 places. 1 1 1 1 in base 2 plus 1 plus 1 1 1 0 1 plus 1 1 1 0 1 in base 2, right? So we arrange them. So I'm going to have this first because I think these are 5 digits here, these are 4 digits. Or anyone can come first. So let me start with this one. 1 2 3 4, which is this one in base 2. And then this second one is going to be 1 2 3, then 0 1, also in base 2. So no matter how you arrange it, it's just that you're going to know how you are placing your arrangement. Since there's no digit here, I can fix 0 here. So to make it 5 digits, right? Now let's do the addition. We add from the right hand side. 1 plus 1 is 2. This is the 2. But I cannot write this 2 here. I cannot write the 2 here because the 2 is bigger than the base. So I subtract the base from it. Subtract 2 from this. What do you have? 0. This answer I got, I can drop it here. 0. But the number of times I subtract is what I'm carrying over to the next digit. So I subtracted 2 once. Assuming I subtracted 2 twice, I'm carrying 2 over. Are you with me? So this I subtracted 2 once, I'm carrying 1 over. But I have to add this first. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus this one now is also 2. I can write 2, right? So I'm going to have that 2 minus the base, or subtract the base from it. 2 minus 2 gives me 0. I can drop the 0 here. And how many times did I subtract it? It's 1. I'm carrying that 1 over to the next one. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus this one is 3, right? And you know 3 is bigger than the base. So this 3 I got minus the base 2 from it. So 3 minus 2 is what? Is 1. I can drop this 1 here. How many times did I have to subtract? I subtracted 2 once. So I'm carrying 1 over. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus this 1 I'm carrying over is 3, right? So I'm going to have 3 minus the base. That gives me 1. I can drop the 1, right? And then the number of times I subtracted 2 is 1. And that's what I'm carrying over to the next, right? So 0 plus 1 is 1. And 1 plus the 1 I'm carrying here is 2. I can write 2. So I'm having 2 minus 2 gives me 0. I can write the 0. And then remember I'm carrying 1 over. Since there's nothing I want to add the 1 to here, I can drop the 1 here. And this is my answer in base 2. It's pretty much simple, right? And then for the third example, let me erase this. For the third example, we were given 2341 in base 5. 2341, this number is in base 5, plus 2331 in base 5. 2331 in base 5. So look at it clearly, the same arrangement. So we have 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. This number is in the base of 5. And then we have 2, 3, 3, 1 is in the base of 5. So the trick here is this: whenever you add these two, if the number is more than the base, you keep subtracting the base from it. So 1 plus 1 is 2. You see, it's not up to 5, so I can drop my 2 here, right? Because the number that make up this base 5 are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But 5 must not be in this range. So any number less than 5 can be written here. So 1 plus 1 is 2. I can write 2 because it's not up to 5. So write my 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7 is bigger than the base. So I have my 7. Subtract the base from it. What's the remainder is giving you? It's giving you 2. You can drop the 2 here. Right? Drop the 2 here. But then how many times did you have to subtract 5? Is once. So you are carrying 1 over to the next. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus this one you are carrying over is another 7, right? And you can't write 7 there. So 7 minus the base, that's giving you 2. You can drop your 2. And then the number of times you subtract is what you are carrying over. You have to subtract 5 once, Abi. Then 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus this one now you are carrying over is 5. But you know you can't write 5 here because the number must not be 5 or more than 5. So 2, this 2 plus 2 is 4, but then I'm carrying 1 over, that's 5. So I can't write 5. So I have 5 minus 5, that's giving me 0. So I can drop 0 here, and then I had to subtract 5 once, right? So since there's nothing I have to add that 1 to, I just drop the 1 here. So this is my answer in base 5, right? Let's have more examples. So look at this example 2. We're asked to add the following in their corresponding bases, right? First, you must be able to identify if the question itself is correct or if it is wrong. Some teachers may want to try your IQ, right? So look at question 1. We are given question 1 as 2615 in base 7 plus 2366 in base 7. We are asked to add them together, right? And if you observe what I told you, for this first number here, since this number is base 7, there must not be any number bigger than 7 in this range. Since this number is also in base 7, 7 as a digit or any number bigger than 7 must not be in this range of numbers, right? Alright, so let's have solution. For the first question, we're given 2615 in base 7 plus 2366 6 6 also in base 7. So to add this, we do our normal arrangement: 2 6 1 5 in base 7, and 2 3 6 6 also in base 7. So we add both of them, right? So when you add 5 plus 6, that's 11. And both of us know, or we know, that 7 itself, 11 cannot be written here. So we cannot say 1 carry 1, just like the numbers in base 10, right? So 5 plus 6 is 11. Write it somewhere and then subtract 7 from it. When you subtract 7, that's about 4, right? 4. So you can write your 4 here. And then how many times did you have to subtract 7 from it? It's once. So you are carrying 1 over. So 6 plus this 1, both of them, 1 plus this is 7, plus this one you are bringing over is 8. And we can't write 8 here because 8 is bigger than the base. So 8 minus the base from it, that's giving you 1. You can write your 1 here, and then the number of times to subtract, you carry over to the next. You subtracted 7 once. Abi? You have to subtract 7 once, right? Then 6 plus 3 is 9, right? And 9 plus the one you are bringing over is 10. So we can't write 10 there. So we have to subtract the base from the number. So 10 minus 7 is giving us 3. So you can drop your 3 here, and you have to carry 1 to the next. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. If you check, 5 is still okay. 5 is not up to 7. So we can drop 5 here. And this is your answer in base 7. Right? And the last question for today, we are asked to add 5 3 4 1 in base 8. 5 3 4 1 in base 8 plus 6 3 7 5 in base 8 plus 6 3 7 5 in base 8. So we have our arrangement: 5 3 4 1. This number is in base 8, and we have 6 3 7 5 also in base 8. So we are told to add. So when you add 5 plus 1, that is 6, and 6 is not up to 8, so we can drop 6. 7 plus 4, that's 11. 11 itself is bigger than the base, so we have 11 minus the base, subtract 8 from it. That's giving you 3, right? You can drop your 3 here, and I have to subtract the base how many times? Once, right? 3 plus 3 is 6, plus this one you are bringing over is 7, and 7 is not up to the base, so we can drop 7 here. Are you seeing that? Then 5 plus 6 is 11, and 11 is bigger than the base, so 11 minus 8, that's giving us 3. So you can drop your 3, and you are subtracting 8 once, so you are carrying 1 over, but there's nothing you want to put the 1 on top of it here, so you are bringing the 1 down here, and you have this as your number in base 8, right? So if you understand this pattern of addition, I would love you to try this for me. So if you understand this pattern of addition, I would love you to try these two numbers, these two addition, and leave your answer in the comment. Thank you, and see you on the next one.